Luke 10 verses 1 to 20 New International Version. Jesus sends out the 72. 10 After this, the Lord appointed 72 others, and sent them 2 by 2 ahead of him to every town and place where he was about to go. Point. Jesus sends out the 72 disciples, indicating that believers are called to actively participate in spreading the message of the kingdom of God. 2 He told them, "The harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few. Ask the Lord of the harvest, therefore, to send out workers into his harvest field." Point. Jesus instructs them to pray for more workers to join in the harvest, highlighting the importance of relying on God's provision and guidance in ministry. 3. Go. I am sending you out like lambs among wolves. Point. They are sent out like lambs among wolves, emphasizing the vulnerability and trust required in following God's mission, knowing that they are protected by him. 4. Do not take a purse or bag or sandals, and do not greet anyone on the road. 5. When you enter a house, first say, "Peace to this house." 6. If someone who promotes peace is there, your peace will rest on them. If not, it will return to you. 7. Stay there, eating and drinking whatever they give you, for the worker deserves his wages. Do not move around from house to house. 8. When you enter a town and are welcomed, eat what is offered to you. Point. Jesus advises them to travel lightly and to rely on the hospitality of others, teaching the value of simplicity, trust, and generosity in relationships. Luke 10 verse 9. Heal the sick who are there and tell them, "The kingdom of God has come near to you." Point. This verse teaches us the importance of actively participating in God's work by sharing his message and demonstrating his love through acts of compassion and healing. Life lesson. We should embrace opportunities to bring healing and hope to those around us, both physically and spiritually, by proclaiming the nearness of God's kingdom and actively participating in its manifestation through our actions and words. 10. But when you enter a town and are not welcomed, go into its streets and say, 11. Even the dust of your town we wipe from our feet as a warning to you. Yet be sure of this, the kingdom of God has come near. 12. I tell you, it will be more bearable on that day for Sodom than for that town. Point. They are instructed on how to respond to rejection, emphasizing the importance of continuing to proclaim the message of the kingdom despite opposition or indifference. 13. Woe to you, Chorazin! Woe to you, Bethsaida! For if the miracles that were performed in you had been performed in Tyre and Sidon, they would have repented long ago, sitting in sackcloth and ashes. 14. But it will be more bearable for Tyre and Sidon at the judgment than for you. 15. And you, Capernaum, will you be lifted to the heavens? No, you will go down to Hades. Point. Jesus warns of the consequences for those who reject the message, underscoring the accountability and responsibility that come with hearing and responding to the gospel. Luke 10 verse 16. Whoever listens to you listens to me. Whoever rejects you rejects me. But whoever rejects me rejects him who sent me. Point. This verse underscores the principle of authority and representation. Those who accept the message brought by God's messengers are essentially accepting God himself, while those who reject the messengers are rejecting not only them but also God and his authority. Life lesson. Our response to individuals who bring God's message reflects our attitude towards God himself. We are called to honor, respect, and listen to those who faithfully proclaim the truth, recognizing that their words are ultimately rooted in God's authority. 17. The 72 returned with joy and said, "Lord, even the demons submit to us in your name." 18. He replied, "I saw Satan fall like lightning from heaven." 19. I have given you authority to trample on snakes and scorpions and to overcome all the power of the enemy. Nothing will harm you. Point. Jesus assures them of their authority over spiritual forces and the power to overcome evil, reminding them of the greater spiritual realities at play in their mission. 20. However, do not rejoice that the spirits submit to you, but rejoice that your names are written in heaven. Point. Finally, Jesus redirects their focus from their accomplishments to their relationship with God, emphasizing that true joy comes from knowing their names are written in heaven, highlighting the eternal significance of their faithfulness.